I see many followers, and like my page is getting huge. Maybe not so much followers, but the audience is getting bigger and bigger. And I was always the person who wants to like talk indirect, I don't know, whatever, with my followers, just to answer. But like I'm really tired because some profiles, they post information. Sometimes it's not true information because they just take small part from the whole speech, or even they add something that I didn't say. And the message is totally different. And for example, many people they say bad things about me, about alimony, and then they realize that I ask not alimony for myself but for my kids. So like they write me, you're such a slut, you are no one. And the thing is that then they realize that I have kids, and they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I didn't know that you have 2 kids. From him. I was like, are you moron? The thing is that it's legal to ask for alimony, like I can do it. But when we went to divorce, they was said that I have my own income and I don't need alimony. And this is true. I have my income and I always did. So I want just to lighten some things, to brighten. I don't know, I want you to see things that you don't see or you don't want to see. Because you read publics, they're not true. Then you write bad things about me, not even trying to see that I have kids. So I will try to speak, to show you, to talk, I don't know, whatever. Long story short. I'm with Dima since I was 16. My father was a businessman, rather wealthy. My eldest sister, now she lives in France. She got her high education in London. So we are from a wealthy family. It's a fact. My mom lives now in an apartment that is bigger than the apartment that I have from the marriage. Me and my kids. Oh my God, it's my cat. My cat is playing Lego. I don't know. I'm really in stress. You know what he did? Oh my God, there was a globus, Lego globus, and oh my God, it's gone. Crazy thing. Oh my God, I have like a 3rd kid. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk a lot, I hope so, but the thing is that when I met Dima, I was like, okay, rich, wealthy. My sister was in London. I was in the best university in my city and one of the best in my country. So I graduated the university that our president did. Maybe it's not like a mark for you, but for all the Russian people it is. So, but he was really poor, and he, from 19 years old, he lived for 5 years in the apartment of my mother. He didn't pay for anything. He bought sometimes food, but we lived in my room. And then after many years, like when I was 24 and I was pregnant with our first son, we moved to small apartment, like 1 bedroom. It's not like 1 bedroom in States. 1 bedroom means 1 bedroom. There is no living room, with a kitchen. No, it's just 1 bedroom and small kitchen. It was in the, in the shitty place in our city, in the shitty area. So I was with him when he had nothing. He was so poor. He couldn't buy it with no my money. I gave him 1 million rubles. At that times, it was $30,000 to buy this apartment. and he made it on his name. It doesn't matter. We were married. So for 5 years he lived in the apartment of my mom, and then we moved to a small apartment that we bought by ourselves together. The thing is that after all these years, he had a dream to come back to the exactly area where my mom lives. My mom lives in a beautiful apartment. It's like marble and columns and fireplaces. It's like really rich flat. So when you tell me or when he told me even, look how you live, the thing is that the way that I live now, it's the way how I lived always. Like since I was 10 years old, we moved to this huge apartment. It's even bigger than now my big apartment. And Dima's dream was always to come back to this area. So after fighting Joe Smith, he bought flat really close to my mom. And he also has marble here because this poor boy from a very poor family, not only poor family, but family with no education. It's really important. Sorry, my teeth are not good today. So he we moved like 5 minutes right from my mom in her area, and he built very same flat as my mom. So this is the way how I used to live. Yes, my father lost his money when I was like 20 years old, 22. But my father gave us money, Dima money, for the marriage. He gave a half to Dima. And the thing is that like my family was wealthy, and all of my family has a high education. My sister is very clever. She's a choreographer. She's so educational. London and everything. I didn't go to London only because I didn't want to leave Russia. Like I never did. I didn't want to go to States the same way. So I had, like a driver who got me to the university. This is how I lived. So background, and the thing is that a person can lose money, job, but if you have this background, if you have high education, if you speak English fluently, you will never lose this kind of background. So the thing is, maybe he was in love with me because I was a beautiful, smart, but rich girl. Now he has a relationship with one more. She's not a girl. She's 40 years old, Arabian person. The thing is, why I want to talk about this? I think that when I was in the United States with my kids and I was married, he met this lady. She blocked me, but I want you to see her page, and you can visit cancel Bivol. I see the connection that this poor guy from a very poor family, his mother was the one who was always telling that she has no money for food. And when we were like very close to divorce, I was sitting with his mother. She had watches with diamonds and like new iPhone, but she was telling me that she has no money for food. It's all about his family, very bad family. I should have known it before, because in Russia we say the apple doesn't go far from the apple tree. He is the exact son of his parents. So all this money thing, it's not because I'm crazy about money. It's because I want justice. And I know that I will win, and he knows it. So when we were in States, I and my kids, he met this lady. I didn't want to go to States. The thing is that he wanted to make a green card. He's such a coward person. Like even if you see his fights, he's so accurate, so technique. But the thing is that he's just afraid. And he was very afraid because of the situation in my country, in our country. And he was like, we need to make a green cards. So after fighting Canela, we moved to States. I said goodbye to my life, to hockey team of my son, to school, and I moved to States for him. But when we arrived, after like 3 weeks, the fight was settled in Emirates. Then Dima went back to Russia, then he went to Emirates, and he had a fight with Ramirez there. So I moved for him. I was devastated. I didn't want to go to States. Especially, I didn't want to stay there alone with no husband. And the thing is that while he was abroad, not in States, still it was impossible to make a green card. So he is the stupid small boy who was just so afraid because of political situation. And he was just hiding his money in States from fighting Canelo, sorry. It's like in Russian, it's different. So I stayed there, and he met this Arabian 40 years old person. After fighting Ramirez, this is like was the first ringing bell. He said that he has some stuff to do in Dubai. He didn't come. First time for 16 years, he didn't come home. Like always, it was like this. He had a fight, and one day he's back in Russia or whatever. He said that he needs to do some stuff, and he was like 3 days or 2 days late. So I think that you can understand what he was doing in Dubai because she lives there. When he came back, he said, you know what? I have another idea. I can invest in Grenada for $100,000 in hotel, so we can have a passport. Actually, where is my passport? Nowhere. He stole it, but it's other story. And he told me like, if I was in States like for totally 179 days, and he told me, if you stay for 2 more days, you will be like he can have problems with taxes. So everything about Dima is actually about money, because he did everything to hide his money from Russian government. So he moved his family to States, where his money from fighting Canelo was. Then he realized while he was in Dubai with his slut, sorry, but she's slut, and you can see it on her page. I will talk more a bit later about her. So then he got an idea that he can invest in Grenada, and he doesn't need, to stay and have a green card and pay 40% taxes in California. So he was like, okay, now we come back home. In the middle of a year, my kids were in American school, in American hockey team. He didn't care. I was like a doll. I was like a basketball, Now you live in Russia. Hopes you live in States. Oh my God, Texas, come back to Russia. It's not, other city. It's like the other part of the world. I have 2 kids. Wake up. I did it for him and for his money. Then we came back home. It was so bad. He was spending so much time in Dubai, like he had his problem with the eye, and he said that he has a doctor in Dubai. It's very good in Russia. The medicine is great, but he had a story for me that he found a doctor in Dubai. So he spent so many time in Dubai with his slut, but I believed him. So then the divorce started because his mother also attacked me. She was always talking about the money, and I couldn't stand it no more. I couldn't, It's really devastating. I was in shock, I was depressed, but still very like in my soul, I felt that this divorce is a good thing. Because Dima changed so much, but maybe he was always this way. But after this money from fighting Canela and Ramirez, he became just crazy. Like, he thought that he's the king here, but come on. You're a husband, you're a father, you're not a king. It's not a ring. So, we started the process of divorce. There was a thing about the money, because he had 2 bank accounts in California and in Dubai. And it was like 2.5 million in States and 2.5 million in Dubai. In Russian law, we should divide everything, like 50% to the wife and 50% to the husband. It's a law. He told me that he will give me only 100,000 from this $5 million. And he asked me, there is a settlement. It's called like the settlement about how we separate our bank accounts, like everything 50%, 50%. But he didn't want to show his bank accounts in Russia, so he asked me to make a marriage settlement. It is called marriage contract. So he asked me like 2 days before he left the apartment to make a marriage contract. I was like, why we should make a marriage contract if we getting divorced? The thing is that marriage contract is for marriage people, as I think. But he told me that he doesn't want to show his millions in this settlement, other type of settlement. So he wants to make a marriage contract. And I said yes. But he told me that he will pay me only $100,000 from this $5 million. And signing the marriage contract, I have it, you can see it. I post some things from it, that now I cannot do anything with his bank account. So even if we stayed married, I couldn't do anything with his bank accounts. So he did everything. He already had a lawyer. He had a lawyer since word divorce was only told loudly in our kitchen. He knew how to hide his money. I was so devastated. I didn't even think that he's capable of doing this. So what he did, he said that I will have only this $1,000. I said, okay. From this amount of money, I got almost nothing. I also had a flat that was on my name. And he was like, he told me that he will give me and my kids this apartment. And this is mine, on my name. But still, it's not $5 million, you know. He had more, and he has more apartments. Before, we lived in small apartment, 1 bedroom. Then we lived in apartment, 3 bedrooms. And then we live in this apartment, 5 bedrooms. So 5 bedrooms apartment is mine. After marriage contract, yeah, on my name. And this 3-bedroom apartment was on my name before. And it should have stayed this way. But I'm such a kind, stupid girl. He had a lot of property in Russia to rent. He's a landlord. But he doesn't have apartment to live, and he said that he will rent apartment close to us. I was so stupid and kind. I told him that I will give him this 3-bedroom apartment. This was a mistake. The real price of this apartment is like $300,500. So it's like $300,500. the 3-bedroom that was on my name. And I said that he must live there because I don't want my kids to come to rental apartment. So I give him this apartment. And I don't want him to live in some apartments. I want him to live like he has a flat. I was so kind, so stupid. Oh my God. He told me, oh my God, really? I was like, of course, it's not about the money. We have family. He told me that in this case, he will give me 200,000 more. So in total, in money, he gives me $300,000. And I cannot do anything with his $5 million. So it's on him. And I give him flat, but I have $3,000. And we were like very ready to sign these pages, this contract that he, like during a year, he will pay me $300,000. But he said this thing. He was like, maybe we shouldn't write it in paper. He told my father and me that he will never lie and betray mother of his kid. So we didn't sign the pages. I was stupid. We didn't sign it. So he paid me only $49,000, not 300,000. 49, and this all is proved because he gave it to me. He sent it. So all the proof, just so little, and then he told me like, fuck off. Also, I had a car in Los Angeles, and there was a settlement that he gives me. He buys us tickets to LA, economy class, and I will be for 1 month in our rented apartment in LA. And there was my car. His manager, his travel agent canceled our tickets 6 hours before the flight. And I spent my money to get to States with my kids. When we arrived, my friend met me with the keys from apartments, and there was no my car. And also he's supposed to give me $70,000 there in States. They should have been in my apartment, in our apartment, rented apartment. There was no money at all. So I spent 1 month in States with no money, but thanks to my friends and I had some money on a bank account, it helped me. No car, nothing at all. At that time, I felt myself so strange. So I'm not a money person, I'm a justice person, and I know how to lose money, so I don't care to lose more. So he canceled our tickets in June, and in May he came to beat me in my apartment. And also he ruined the watches that was given him from Umar Kremlov as a present, and he gave it to me as a present. Dima gave it to me. So you will see it next.
Не надо.
Брал!
Что ты снимаешь? Что ты снимаешь? Себя сними.
Before, I didn't want to show this video with the voice because I didn't want you to hear my voice. He attacked me and I wanted to hit him back, but I couldn't. And there is other voice. It's the voice of my father. He was in the apartment when this devil, Dima, tried to attack me, and he did. He slapped me in the face. And he smashed my present, his present that he gave me. and our kids were crying. So he did it in this apartment, in my apartment, in front of my kids. And even after that, he abused me. Like, he told me that if I go to court, I will never have normal alimony for my kids because he earns money abroad. But it's not legal. Even if you live abroad, you earn money, I don't know, anyway, it doesn't matter. There is a Russian law that you need to pay 33% of all your income, no matter where, to your kids, no matter where you get this, earn this income. And still, I was like in love with this devil, demon. He's awful person. I don't respect him at all. So in August, he did everything. He was threatening me that I will never get normal money. And we made an agreement. It was also like a bullshit agreement that he gives only $1,000 for my both kids. But there was an additional agreement that all things like clothes, medicine, education, sports, he will pay with the check. So I send him check and he will send the money. For the whole year, we were fighting for every dollar. It was crazy. And in August, he refuses to pay additional money to kids. It's not additional, actually. It's like legal, true money. So now my kids have only $1,000 from a millionaire father. And why it happened? Because I fall in love with one man. He's a policeman. And Dima found it out. What Dima did, he was threatening me and my mom that he will hire people to punch, to beat this man. But then he said that he changed his mind. Of course he did, because this man is a policeman, and you know it's like it's illegal to beat a person, but it's 10 times illegal to beat a policeman. So this is why I started to talk about his Arabian slut, because I knew about her since February, because my kids stayed with her and his parents and him in Dubai for New Year. So you see how kind and stupid I am. And then in February, I was like watching photos in phones of my kids, and I found this video when Dima is giving this person a present, a cup, and she was like, "Oh my God, Dima, I'm gonna cry. I love you," and all this shit. So it was in February 2024. And I was like, "Oh my God, is this Arabian girl that," and everything like that. There was such a gossip that he has this girl. So this is why after he was threatening me, my policeman, my mother, that he will hit him, beat him, and so on, I posted stories about his Arabian girl. And my kids also told that she's stupid girl, because she is. The thing is that she has a son, but she told to my kids that this is her brother. So I don't know what kind of girl she is, that she was sleeping with married men, and that she's hiding her kid. She's calling her kid that he is her brother. So Dima is not keeping silence. He just is threatening me, and then I speak out in public. And after me doing these stories, they tried to restrict, like Instagram restricted me. I was almost banned. I lost my verification. Like they tried to hide my page, my voice. And he told that my kids won't receive any money, and he stopped talking with my kids. This is true, Dima Bivol, and he's keeping silence because his trainer, Mashyanov, he's a very bad person. He loves only money. He's watching all my stories everywhere because they're afraid of me. Because all they have is money, and I have all other things. So, then after my stories, this Marmar girl, she posted this. So, did you see this thing? Oh my God, I want to say whore, but fuck. So, but she's whore. She's fucking whore. This fucking whore. I don't know. You can restrict my page. I don't care. I go to court, and she's threatening me. What you can do to me? I'm Russian. I don't have money abroad. I have nothing abroad. And what you can do to me? It's, oh my God, stupid slut. And now because of this slut, my kids called him. He didn't answer. She thinks that I try to steal their money. Their money. Oh my God, I wanna. Do you understand me? Is there people who gave birth? Is there someone who understands this fucking stupid situation? It's fucking situation. I don't have other word. That this, because of this fucking slut, father of my kids doesn't pay money for my kids. And I go to court. Yes, I hired a lawyer. I spent a lot of money on this lawyer because it's expensive, good lawyer. But I will fight for my kids. I will fight for my kids forever. And you will lose. You and your horny slut will lose. And the most funny thing, and Marmar, I know that you watch all my stories, so Dima wrote me via email, so I have screenshot and everything, that I am better than you in all the ways. So you see, this Dima has a problem with his, brain or something else. His mental health is really bad, and he looks like shit. My followers send me a screenshot of how he looks in stories. He looks like shit because he's with these very bad people around him. And the thing is that he wrote me after he told me that he will beat my policeman. He told me that I'm better than her in all the ways. Marmar, sorry. So, at the end, thank you for the time, but I think you were very interested. And I want to say that maybe you don't like me. I don't care, but I'm a true person and I show my emotions and I'm not ashamed of this. I feel, and I am a gorgeous woman, mother of 2 amazing kids. Actually, I was pregnant 3 times from Bivol, and my first pregnancy ended, it was abortion because his mother made me do this. So it's a crazy family. and I am happy that I am not a part of this family. But there is, thanks God, I live in Russia, and law will protect me and my kids. Only thing that I'm afraid of, that he loses to bitter BF and he come to beat me again. This is the only thing. Oh my God, Tim. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Beautiful, yeah?
My love. I'm gonna cry.
Арман Сарукян.
Поставил все точки над «и».
В общем, будет интересно. Семья Тарасовых сделала половину хайп реалити.
Эксклюзив.
Как тебе ощущение от хайп реалити?